A long time ago, an old fisherman lived in a small village by the sea. Every morning, he walked down to his small wooden boat, his only asset, and used his net to fish alone on the water until evening. The old fisherman had one son. Many years earlier, the son had left the village to work in a faraway town. He wanted to earn more money to help his father, but he had stayed away for a long time. So the old fisherman had to take care of everything by himself. The old fisherman was kind and friendly, and he never complained about his hard life. He was known as a person who accepted things calmly and didn't judge whether they were good or bad right away. He was loved by many people in the village, and they often came to visit his small house. When they saw him working alone every day, they felt sorry for him. They often said, "You should not have to do all the heavy work alone. It is bad luck that your son is still so far away." But the old fisherman always answered with a small smile, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" The villagers did not fully understand his words, but they knew the fisherman was wise. One day, after many years, the fisherman's son finally returned to the village. He walked into the house and said, "Father, I am home." When the old fisherman saw his son, he was very happy. He stepped forward, held his son's shoulders, and said, "Son, I missed you very much." The son looked at the fishing nets and said, "Father, I will help you from now on. We can work together." When the villagers heard the news, they came to visit the old fisherman's house to share the joy with him. They said, "This is good luck. Your son has come home. Now you will not have to work alone anymore." But the old fisherman only smiled gently and said, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" The villagers looked at one another. The villagers did not fully understand his words, but they knew the old fisherman was wise. After that day, every morning, the son woke up early to help his father prepare for fishing. But one morning, when the son reached the shore, he could not find the small boat. It was gone. He ran back to the house and called out, "Father, the boat, it's not here. I think it drifted away during the night." The son felt terrible. He said, "I forgot to tie the rope tightly. Without the boat, we cannot fish. What will we do now?" When the villagers heard what happened, they came at once. They said, "This is bad luck. You finally have your son home, but now the boat is gone. How will you work?" But the old fisherman did not look angry or sad. He only answered with his usual calm voice, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" The son lowered his head in shame, but his father did not blame him. The old man simply said, "Let us go and look for it. Maybe the sea has not taken it too far." Father and son walked for a long time along the beach. For a while they found nothing. But just before sunset, they finally found the missing boat. It was lying on the sand, pushed in by the tide. Beside their boat, there was another larger boat that had been lost for a long time, but it was badly damaged. Its wood was cracked, and one side had a big hole. The old man and his son brought both boats back home. They decided to fix the damaged boat. When the villagers heard that the father and son had found not one but two boats, they came again to the fisherman's house. "This is good luck. You lost your boat, but now you have two boats to fish with," they said. The old fisherman again answered in his calm voice, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" After spending several days repairing the broken boat, The son worked hard and felt proud when he finished. "Father, I will try it tomorrow," he said. The old fisherman looked at the boat and warned, "Be careful, son. This boat was damaged before." The next morning, the son took the repaired boat out to sea. At first everything was fine, but when he reached deeper water, the bottom of the boat started to crack. Water rushed in, and the boat began to sink. The son jumped into the sea and swam with all his strength. He reached the shore, but he was shaking and tired. The cold water made him very weak, and soon he became sick. The old fisherman stayed home to care for him so he could not go fishing. When the villagers heard what happened, they came to the house. They felt bad for him and said, "This is bad luck. You cannot fish, and your son is ill." But one more time the old fisherman answered in his calm voice, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" Several days passed. The son was still sick, and the old fisherman stayed by his side. Because of this, neither of them went out to the sea. One afternoon, a large storm suddenly formed over the ocean. It came very quickly, and many fishing boats were still far from the shore. The waves rose high, and the wind grew strong. Many boats could not return in time, and several fishermen were lost in the storm. But the old fisherman and his son were safe at home. They had not gone fishing because the son was ill. When the villagers heard what had happened, they felt it was good luck for the old fisherman. They said, "You could have been out there today. If your son had not been sick, both of you would have been on the water. You stayed home, and now you are safe. Maybe this was good luck after all." The old fisherman smiled gently and replied, "Bad luck or good luck, who knows?" And now the villagers finally understood his words. Thank you for watching.